Good morning. First thing in the morning. And somebody had gave me a message. Well, no, I looked at somebody's post and they were saying, what if you're not able to be creative because you're not in a kind of in an environment that supports creativity? I would say that is possible. It's very hard to be creative when you're surrounded around people who aren't really creative themselves and may like not understand your expression and want you to fit into their idea of how you should be. Um, that's one thing that I liked about New York because New York has a lot of people who are very expressive, and so you could express yourself, stand out, but still, you know, get appreciated for it. You still would get maybe made fun of, but um, but yeah, I like that. That was you were free to express yourself. I found it in L.A., San Francisco too. It was like when people did things that expressed themselves, it wasn't looked at like a big deal. And then I like that. New Orleans as well. New Orleans is a very expressive place. Though New Orleans, the expression tends to be kind of similar in a way, but or at least I found like it seemed like people kind of going. At least while I was there during COVID, maybe when before COVID, or maybe now it's a little bit more like wilder. Because I know there was people who would dress up just to like as performative art or like street art, and here people are pretty expressive. Like, but it's not. I wouldn't say any place. New York is probably was the best place for me as far as expression goes. Yeah, some of these cars are backwards. Let me just hope that. All right, pulling the first car or pulling the car for today. Just woke up. I slept really well. I don't know what day it is. I think could be Wednesday. Hey, what's up, man? I think it's Wednesday. It got chilly last night. Like it got chilly early, and then it's chilly now. So good thing I kept my jacket, my sleeping bag. I kept my jacket. I was jumping the gun. I was thinking it's gonna get hot, but I might be going to the Rainbow Gathering. And if you look at other videos, my reason for coming to Colorado was to go to the Rainbow Gathering, and so it's 3 hours. It's gonna be held 3 hours away from where I am by driving, and then my friend gave me information on how to take the bus there. There's a bus that goes there every day to this area of Colorado. So, ooh, Nine of Swords. What? So Nine of Swords is like you're thinking about all of this mental turmoil, but you're not really paying attention. Like it's in your head, like, and that's really hard to say, because I don't know what other people may be going through, but there's good things to be like to focus on as well. But right now you're focusing on these things that have really bothered you. And when talking about this, I would feel like everybody has their own process on how they gotta get over their pain and their trauma, but this is more like it's in your head. Like, you know as bad as that may seem or bad as it may feel, it's in your head. But I'm gonna look up more interpretations and get back to y'all. But I don't know what that could be for me right now. Like, other than I'm just trying things out and trying to figure it out. But I'm not really stressing over anything that badly. At least not lately. Um, so anyway, I'll look up more interpretations. But have a good day for now. All right. Bye. This is probably like my 11th day in Colorado, maybe even 13. So the month is going by. I think we got like 3 more weeks this month, and I probably will go to the Rainbow Gathering the last week of this month. Like I was thinking maybe on the 26th. So keep a good thought for me. Think like make sure I go. Like I don't know. I want to go. That would really make the trip really cool. I think if I follow through, and I'm gonna try. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't. So I'm gonna try. All right. Have a good day for now. Bye. Okay, I think I'm ready to wrap it up. So Nine of Swords is about stress, anxiety. It shows this woman in the middle of the night, definitely like going through some stress and a sleepless night. Um, it also speaks about nine being attainment. Like nine is the end of the single digit numbers. So it's coming to an end. And one thing I could think of, like before I left New York, I was really stressing over some stuff. And it took time for me to get over it. It was really, I don't know, my mind was really confused. And I'm still like getting out of it. And but I knew that what was going on was wrong, but I just didn't know how to see, like, it's better. Like, the outcome was better than what was going on. Like, me, like, trying to maintain the problem instead of, like, resolve it or, end it, And so ending it was the better thing, but it was still hard for me to like get over it. And so sometimes I still like try to fantasize or try to, I don't know, make it seem like it could have worked out, which was with this other person. I kind of like maybe it could have worked out, and stuff. But all that was being done was very manipulative, abusive, and lies and stuff. And even though it wasn't even a relationship, it was more like a crush. For 3-4 years, I kind of was sticking around, hoping that this person would see me in a way. And when it ended badly, and I probably spoke about it in so many other videos. And I was really baffled. But one thing that helped was, like, I had a friend who I haven't really talked to that much lately because they're going through their stuff, and I'm like off going on these adventures. So I don't talk to them as much, but like talking to him helped sometimes it made it a little bit worse. Talking to my friends helped, friends that are kind of like me in a way, because this person was really different from me, and so that they were so different made me question my way of being in the world, which I don't think there's anything wrong with like making you question your way of being in the world, especially if you like kind of being like spacey and everything. But it just really sent me for a loop, or whatever many sayings you could put together. So yeah, counseling, talking to a friend, like if you're going through something, and it's all about mental, and it could have been something that happened, but it could be just anxiety over something that you might be pursuing and stuff. Now, reverse, it means like something bad happened or something bad is going on, but you're just being like flighty about it. Like you're not really taking it serious. Like you just like, you got your head in the clouds about something that went down that it really was bad. So I guess both ways is like an extreme. Like this is the extreme of taking it to the point of like it's really bad, and this is taking it to the extreme that it wasn't that bad, you know, when it was really that bad. And then and yeah, also seek like your spirituality, like if you're into some sort of spiritual practice, like if there's a deity or a god, goddess, something that you speak to, or I think routines and creating like practices and making the mundane spiritual and holy, I think that helps. That's what I do. And I don't know, but sometimes it just takes time. You got to just kind of go through it. And with that one particular person, it took time. And I think part of me leaving New York was a part of me trying to get away from that person. As an extreme as it may seem, I was like, that's the best thing I could do. Otherwise, I would have just kept on hoping, kept on running back, and kept on like accepting like little crumbs. And it took that much to do it, to get over it, And it was, even when leaving, it wasn't like I just left and it's going to be over. It took time even while being gone, because it kept on, I still was being hopeful. So that's Nine of Swords. But yeah, right now I feel like I'm like each day or each moment, like I move further away from that point in time, and the more experiences I have and the more like cool people that I meet and bad people that I meet, having tough experiences without being around that person, it's helping me get over that person, because it's like I got too much shit going on that I have to deal with, like, to be stressing over that person. But it's crazy how locked in my head they were, and that whole situation, and me like hoping that something would happen that was what I wanted, but wasn't what they wanted. And I was like, why should I have even wanted that with them, So anyway, but whatever your situation is, I hope it's not that bad, and I hope that you find a way to get over it. And like I said, counseling, I've never really done counseling since when I was a child, I did it, like therapy and stuff. But if you have the ability or the means to do that, like, and you feel like that would help, do it, or talk to a friend or a family member. I don't really talk to family members, but I do talk to my friends whenever I'm feeling bad. I have my go-to friends, and they're probably just like really my best friends, I go to each friend for different situations. So like, because I know which friend can tolerate whatever the problem is. Like, this friend can tolerate this problem. This friend can tolerate this problem. This friend can deal with this. This friend can deal with all of it. And so like, I'll just run around to different people for different situations. But all right, I'm gonna let it in. It's a tough card, especially because you could like really, I feel like it could be, sometimes I feel like when you have a friend who's going through a lot and you looking in and you like, you see it so clearly, but when they're in the midst of it, they can't really see. And also, like I was speaking in another video, it was like people's mental and emotional things are different from another, so it might not seem that big of a deal to one person, but it might seem really big to another person. And the worst thing I think you could tell them is like, just get over it, or just be really flippant about it, because I know there was times that I was really going through stuff and I needed help, but I didn't know like how to go about getting it. And people were really dismissive about that, and I just bottled it all up. And I don't know, I feel better now, but who's to say, maybe it's something like dormant in me because of like me just having to just bottle up stuff and like keep it pushing. But I can get how if you're not there mentally, how a person who is very sensitive and emotional coming to you could be very draining for them, for a person who's like more analytical or more logical. When someone is coming to you and who's very emotional and very emotional, and sensitive, you know, so I try to hold space for people as much as I can, but it, even me, like, even being a very emotional, sensitive person, sometimes, you know, I meet people who are even more so, and it's draining, so I can get it, you know, but maybe it's going too far off into other things, but, you know, if you have a good friend who's willing to listen and not be like maybe you should talk to them, or, you know, if there's a counselor, there's a lot of programs and stuff, I guess, for counseling. I never really did it, but, you know, if you can do it, get that help. All right, talk to you later. Good morning. Show y'all like a little bit of Denver, Colorado. The creek is down there, and I'm walking towards 16th Street to get some coffee. Yeah, I just been making dolls, just taking my time, thinking and stuff about life. And yeah, it's beautiful here. People are friendly, and yeah, it's a cool statue. It's very clean. Ooh, a bag of Sour Patch Kids. Do y'all see this? Oh my God. Oh my, the universe.